Number 23, Jesse Rogalski, is a grade 12 quarterback who is a very key member of the 2011 Riders. He can pass the ball or run the ball and led the team in scoring and rushing. Even when teams knew he was going to run, he is so shifty that he makes people miss, even on frozen fields. He is extremely valuable for his versatility because he could easily play defense, receiver, or running back, as well as kicking and returning kicks. He rarely got to play defense, a position he may have to play past high school. His leadership with the veteran offense has been excellent, as he never cared if he scored as long as he distributed the ball well. Coach Ricky Anderson had Jesse calling most of his own plays, another excellent part of his game. He threw for 1,446 yards, completing 88 passes, including 35 for touchdowns and one lonely interception. He also led the team in rushing with 91 carries for 1,215 yards and 25 touchdowns. He scored 355 points, and considering the Riders only gave up 152 all year, he had well over twice as many points as the team allowed in 12 games. This tough, fast, talented rider with the nicest sideburns on the team has a future in football someplace. Number 24, Alex Anderson, has been a solid starting receiver in the last 2 years. Alex saw his statistical production slip a little bit from last year, but he was a better player and the team was more successful. You can't argue with the provincial championship. The team dominated so much that his playing time was cut and he was busy blocking. One of the main reasons why the team was better was a tremendous improvement in the blocking. Alex had the most catches, 33, and the second most yards, 478, along with 13 majors. A new development later in the year was a slot run, and Alex finished with 18 carries for 405 yards and another 5 touchdowns. Alex, who played quarterback for the provincial Aboriginal team, leaves big shoes to fill at offensive end. Number 27, Matt Auger, is another of the dozen grade 12s on the Riders. Like Anderson, the statistical production for this big offensive end is down considerably, but his contributions are up immeasurably. He worked very hard on his blocking and took great strides in flattening any helpless little defensive player that got in his way. He even showed his agility in scoring 2 big touchdowns in the fourth quarter of the provincial final. He looked like he was having fun, especially when he stepped over that last tackler. He was a huge target for Jesse when he released. Auger caught 21 balls for 349 yards and 11 touchdowns. He was also a member of Team Saskatchewan at the Six Nations Cup in PEI at the end of August. Matt can play post-secondary football if he is so inclined. Number 20. Cody Pilon is one of 12 seniors on this year's squad, and he has quietly been a very good leader on the Riders. He also was part of the Six Nations Cup Team Saskatchewan as a running back. He runs the ball well, his blocking has improved greatly, and he can also catch the ball out of the backfield. He finished second in rushing with 65 carries for 822 yards and 14 touchdowns. He also caught 13 balls for 240 yards and another 3 touchdowns. He is a smart player who followed his blocks extremely well, but can also fight for extra yards on his own. Cody will definitely be missed on the field next year. Number 21, Mitch McEwen, was an extremely valuable member of the team. With his athletic ability, he is capable of playing any position, and we may have to see that next year. As one of the few grade 11s on the team, he will need to be a leader who may well play both ways next year. Mitch tied Jesse Rogalski for the most touchdowns as he scored 25 times for 150 points. Mitch had 27 receptions for a team-leading 497 yards and 9 touchdowns, and on the ground he rushed 50 carries for 640 yards and another 14 touchdowns. He was very capable of scoring through the air or on the ground, usually with a little stuttering sidestep that froze would-be tacklers or a soaring catch to snare a pass. Number 67, Colton Kozak, really stepped forward as a senior veteran this season. Mostly improved was his attitude at practice as he had fewer excuses and more effort. His snaps from the center position were very consistent all season, and he worked much harder in getting out on his blocks. The blocking of the offensive line was a key factor in our success. He also had the opportunity to catch 5 passes, including 3 for touchdowns. As the competition got a bit tougher, his play stayed determined and courageous. He often got a little battered during practice against his defensive line teammates, but he kept jumping to the front of the line. He showed he is up to whatever challenge confronted him. Number 54, Christian Schuberg, is one of the Riders' most improved players this season. He has taken giant steps forward as a defensive lineman. His mobility and his determination, as well as his size and strength, were key as he finally found a position on the defensive line. While he appears somewhat ghostly, he is one mean player. Christian is the best example on the team of what time in the weight room will do for a player and for a man. He made incredible strides in conditioning, strength, and quickness. No team was able to run consistently against the Riders, and he and running mate Damon Nedowason stuffed anything up the middle and often got into the backfield, blowing up plays. The Riders will really miss the contributions of big number 54 next year as this senior ends his career. Number 75, Damon Nedowason, improved every single week. He had a hamstring issue after returning from PEI with the Saskatchewan Aboriginal football team that won the Six Nations Challenge. As that got better, his size and intensity took over. No team ran up the middle, and he and Christian got better and better at contain. He had many knockdowns when opposing quarterbacks tried to throw over him, and fumble recoveries were his specialty, including 2 key covers in the provincial final. He has been a hard-working, dedicated member of the team in his grade 12 year. Number 36, Connor New, has been a leader on the Riders' defense for the past 4 years, even as a grade 9, as he saw plenty of playing time. He and Michael Dick are the vocal leaders and also the 2 best players on the defense. He has the ability to read the play, to anticipate, and then usually stick the tackle when he gets a chance. When he is in pursuit of a ball carrier, no one is too worried on the Rider sideline. He also had a team-leading 8 interceptions. Connor would like to play football at a higher level, and with his work ethic and athletic ability, this is not an unreasonable dream, although he will have to get bigger to play linebacker or faster to play DB. He was the Riders' defensive MVP last year, and he is certainly in the running again this year. This grade 12 leaves a huge hole as he finishes his high school career. Number 31, Michael Dick, was a tremendous addition to the Riders this season after returning to his hometown last February to finish his high school. He kept trying to convince us that he could play any position, and he might have been right, but to his chagrin was used almost exclusively at linebacker. Although he could be quicker in his pass coverage, he ended up with 7 interceptions and was usually around the ball. Against the run, he is a pain to the other team. Mike has the size and the attitude to clobber people after they catch it. He is also very useful on all specialty teams, and his skills and experience made him an extremely valuable member of the team. He is the only Rider player who had won a provincial football title before this year. Mike has already played with Team Saskatchewan at the U18 and is encouraged to try out for the Senior Bowl and Can-Am Bowl. He definitely has the ability to play post-secondary football.
Low, Michael Dick that puts a lick on him.
Finally get to hit somebody else. JC Dallyn, number 19, corner linebacker, grade 11. Ladies, call me. 865.
Number 19, J.C. Dallyn, is another very valuable player, and as one of only 3 grade 11s on the team, he will have to play a huge role next season. J.C. has always fancied himself as a quarterback, but he's played mostly as a linebacker. The coaches had no reservations about putting this player at linebacker, DB, or DL, or jumping to the other side of the ball. He can play any position on the offense. He has had some very valuable reps at QB this season, and he completed 15 of 24 pass attempts for 4 touchdowns. He also ran 19 times for 307 yards and 5 touchdowns. He had an explosion against Lanigan in the playoffs with 6 carries for 220 yards and 3 majors. That's not a bad option to replace Jesse Rogalski. JC's versatility is what puts him above many of his teammates. Number 7, Dalton Colababa is one of the Riders' most improved players this season. The improvement in attitude, commitment, and performance has been outstanding to the point of quitting his part-time job for football season. He has been around the ball in every pass situation and has 7 interceptions for the season. He returned one of those for a TD and had another touchdown when he hooked up with his teammate after a Michael Dick interception. Depth was the biggest strength of the Riders this season, and as one of a dozen grade 12s, Dalton was a big part of that.
And Dalton once again has the pick.
Number 16, Brett Lewis, is another of the dozen grade 12s on this year's excellent version of Riders football. With Brady Meyer graduating, Louis stepped into the starting spot, sharing time with J.C. Dallyn and Dalton Colababa. He supplied excellent downfield coverage on specialty teams, often being involved in the tackle. His scrappy attitude has endeared him to the coaching staff, even if he made a few mistakes in his second year with the team. He worked hard as a regular attender at practice, and he was always quick to jump into the action and get his reps. By the time playoffs arrived, Louis was more than capable of playing several positions. I'm not sure, however, that the coaches will miss Louis and Dalton clobbering each other all practice, every practice.
Riley Serhan, number 33.
Start again.
Riley Serhan, number 33, DB, grade 11.
Number 33, Riley Serhan, is a grade 11 DB in his second year with the team. He has been very committed to the team and he works hard at practice. The coaches have always been impressed with his potential and he has worked hard to improve. He became a versatile player who can fill any role on the defense, including pass rusher. He was a regular on kick coverage. He would be starting with many teams in the province, but with all the grade 12 veterans, he accepted playing time as a backup whenever we could get him in. He still needs to work at his coverage, but he generally tackles well. His flowing locks and big smile definitely make him a Coach Hauta wannabe. Number 25, Cole Drebbett, is a grade 12 who played 2 seasons with the team. As a rookie, he was not aggressive enough, but his pass coverage improved noticeably this season. He just had to let his natural athletic ability take over. He was generally right there around the ball, but needed to be more aggressive going after it. He saw time on kick coverage and made some good plays. Cole, who could have started on many teams that we played, gave the team great depth, a part of the team that was very important in winning.
Jesse Espinoff, running back, grade 9, future star of the Riders.
Attaboy!
Number 26, Jesse Espon, is quite simply the future of Hudson Bay football. This grade 9 rookie running back has shown that he can run against starters from other teams, and when he got a chance to shine in 4 rookie games, he was over 100 yards rushing in every game. In spot duty with the big team, he was 5th in team rushing with 35 carries for 348 yards. He had 11 touchdowns. The coaches love his willingness to learn, his intensity, and his ability to work hard. He has also started to work as a linebacker/DB because there are a few grade 9s and 10s playing, and he will have to see action on both sides of the ball. He has improved his receiving, and he will also be a kick returner in future years. The coaches can't wait to see his development over the next 3 seasons.
Pitch goes to Espon, gets the corner, good one, and he gets in.
7-yard touchdown run by Jesse Espon.
Number 30, Taylor Deese, impressed his coaches last year as a grade 9 rookie as he worked hard and seemed to greatly enjoy the game. Targeted as an end or maybe a DB, like Esplanade, he will likely play both ways as well as specialty teams in future years. He stepped forward as the rookie QB this season without batting an eye. While he needs work in his passing and other techniques, he has also called his own plays when he's had a chance. His athletic ability and heart has allowed him to escape several tight situations in the games where he has played. If the Riders had a few more like TD to throw on the field, maybe at linebacker and end, the future of the Riders would be very solid. Number 22, Philip George, had to be convinced to come out for the team, but the coaches knew they needed his considerable athletic ability down the road. The grade 9 rookie did not see a lot of time in the big team, although he ripped off one game with 7 carries for 107 yards and 3 TDs. However, in the 4 rookie games, he displayed flashes of his tremendous potential as a running back. He hits the holes very well, follows his blocking, and does things like changing hands with the ball almost naturally. He has explosive speed once he finds a seam. If he carried another 50 pounds, Jorge would be dangerous. The coaches can't wait to see how far he'll progress in the next 3 years. Number 9, Raymond Nedawason is a promising young player in grade 9. When he grows into that body, it looks like he could be big. He has some sweet hands as a receiver and also runs quite well. He has the guts to shake off most injuries and tough hits. It seems like he will get bigger and stronger and give 100% every time he's on the field. If that happens, he will be a very valuable part of the Riders for the next 3 seasons. He has played running back and receiver and will probably have to work with the defense, allowing the Riders to put their best players on the field next year.
Nice fake. Ooh, wide open. Oh, Robbie.
Nice pass there to number 9, Raymond Nedawason.
Number 15, Leo Menez, is a grade 10 hopeful who may actually turn out to be a good football player. He was talked into giving the game a try last year, and he got into some rookie games, but this year he has seen plenty of game time in 4 rookie games and several big team games. He lines up at linebacker and has done some good things. He has to get more focused to react quicker, more mobile to improve his coverage, and stronger to stick his tackles. He has a good attitude towards the game and is a regular at practice, something that cannot always be said for the other grade 10s. The coaches are looking for another giant step forward in 2012 from the Leonator. Number 18, Josh Meyer, is a grade 10 offensive end in his second year of football. He worked hard at catching the ball better, and he will get quicker and more mobile as he gets stronger. He was the convert kicker with the junior team, and he has even kicked a few with the big team. Although hampered with a knee injury for much of the season, he will hopefully be healthy for the entire 2012 year because he has big shoes to fill at offensive end. He may find himself playing defensive line next year as well. Josh is a good, positive team player. Number 66, Tristan Hogue, was a raw grade 9 rookie who worked really hard. The game is good for this big lineman, and we were all impressed that he stuck it through right to the final. Now he has a gold medal to hang on his wall. He still has to get tougher, but he has shown a dedicated approach to practice. Next year, he has to be the first man in line for every drill to get as many reps as possible. As he gets bigger, stronger, and quicker, Hoagie will play an important role on the team. Stephen Bernard is a grade 10 lineman with unlimited potential, but his commitment to the program was in serious question this season as he wandered away from the team several times. He certainly should have been with the squad for the playoff run to gain valuable experience and win a gold medal. He has great size and has the athletic ability to go with it. He has worked mainly as a center, but he could play DL or offensive end. When he decides he wants to be a football player, he will be a handful for the opposition.
Those are random signals in. He can run. Better tuck that ball away, though.
Yeah.